No more. My nails are done. I'm gonna get better at them, but for my first time, not too bad. Mm, I really haven't been in a torque mood. We can't even. I'm about to smoke. Hi. No more late night creeps. No more. No more dough. I just have one sweatpants and a t-shirt today. I mean, you can literally see the whole outfit. I don't care. No more dough. We can't even kick it no more. No more night creeps. No more ID. No more dough. We can't even kick it no more. I swear, I'm about to do my own thing. I want to be totally independent. I couldn't imagine being stuck with some of you motherfuckers for the rest of my life. Like, I'm really not worried about it because as long as I keep doing my YouTube, everything goes according to plan. I won't need anybody. Mm, 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 mm. Thank you. Mm-mm. You have to stop dancing for a while. Yeah. I'm about to stop doing a lot of shit. I already stopped doing the music. That's never coming back. You know what a dog needs? I'm kind of starting to get hungry. It is 4 o'clock. I haven't ate this morning. I'm about to go smoke. Yeah, I'm probably going to chill. Maybe I'm probably not doing nothing until I get the Airbnb this week. Rock felt like They call me at home. Plus, I wouldn't be so indecisive if this was the right decision. Deep down, I know that this isn't a good choice. That's why I change my mind every day. I never second guess anything I'm sure about. You make it right, peace. That's what we call. Your back, your back is fine. Yeah, nails cute or whatever. Finally getting back to myself. Why would I go back to somebody that literally ruined my life the first time around? So they could ruin this shit again? If you make this promise to me, you get one piece. Swear, and my content been dry as hell lately because I really haven't been caring. Something smells good. Huh? The chicken? Yeah. Or I get all the time. Trying to get used to having nails again. I should put some rings on. Hi. Yeah. It's shit though, geez, girl, that ass so fat. Hey, ride with you, vibe with you. I wanna groove with you, groove with you, groove with you. I wanna ride with you. But oh, you're so beautiful. Not really. Mother. It's going good. How was yours? Where the party at? Where the party at? I'm actually not hungry anymore now that I smoked. I'm about to. I think I am about to do another Bible study. Thank you. I'm not in the best mood today, guys. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'm really not. Acceptance is hard. This song just gets me so hype. I gotta learn how to do the splits again. I really gotta fuck it up. I have a chip on my shoulder. A big ass chip. I need that outfit. I need that same look right there. Fire. I need it. Maybe make it gold instead of silver. I'm cooking right now. Singleness just brings my manifestations. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta hate and ass nigga comparing you to every other bitch every 5 seconds. I thought about something really. But I just be joking. I swear people can't take a joke, bro. Like, god damn. The shit was funny. I'm so I be getting where the animosity be coming from. But I be joking. I'm crying right now. Y'all know what joke I'm talking about. I'm not even gonna repeat that shit. All right, but it was a joke. I make fun of everybody. It is mad because I'm funnier than you. Oh, I be lighting everybody up. Y'all just don't be seeing it. Oh, thank you. Damn, I needed that laugh. I swear. I literally roast everybody. I don't understand. It should be an honor. If I don't roast you, that means I don't know who you are. It's just a part of me. Don't stop shit. You can be mad because I'm funnier than you. Fuck that thing. Oh, my mom. Fuck 'em. I'll make you in due time. And then what's crazy is like niggas really be like sinking ships and really need you for real. There's like that pride. I was laughing hard as fuck. So yes, I was crying from laughing. I ain't even gonna cry. I ain't even gonna lie. If you walk up in the club, I'm giving you the eye. I feel cute. I feel girly again. I know. It's ridiculous. I'll do a reading, but I'm gonna do Bible study. It says situational, single, technically single, emotionally unavailable, keeping options open, not ready to commit. Don't take it personal. And that could be about me too. It says catfish, not who they claim to be, filters, masks, and fake stories. Something feels off. Do a reality check. It says silent treatment, weaponized silence, emotional shutdown, punishing instead of talking, healthy love communicates. I feel like I've said everything I had to say though. It says past life, instant familiarity, deja vu, and connection, old karma resurfacing. You've met before, just not here. It says breadcrumbs, minimum effort, just enough to keep you around, and consistent contact. You deserve the whole loaf. Yeah, I'm done. Plastic smiles, forced kindness, polite but cold, compliments that don't feel real. Don't mistake courtesy for connection. It's a girl in a green shirt. All these fake ass people around me, which I already know. Office politics, workplace alliances and secrets, power plays, smiles in meetings, whispers in hallways. Protect your reputation. Politics. And he actually, I think he dropped that song at some point. Like he redropped it or like posted it. So like that also is confirmation. Okay. It says closure. It says final chapter, accepting what happened, answers of self-made peace. You don't have to wait for an apology. Oh dear, I'm done. I don't even want one. Jealousy. It says comparison and envy, fear of losing a spot, projection of their own insecurities. Not everyone claps when you win. And whenever a man tries to humble a woman, he's jealous of her. It says late night call. The world is sleeping. Booty call or deep talks. True colors after dark. What do they really want? It's not. It says boundaries. Saying no without guilt. Protecting your time and energy. Teaching people how to treat you. This is my line. It says self-care mode. Logging off. Rest rituals. Recharge. Choosing peace over people pleasing. I'm my own. It says reconciliation, but I truly doubt that. It says heart to heart, owning mistakes, choosing to rebuild, new rules, same souls. I really don't think this is going to happen, but it does say reconciliation. It says wake up call, sudden clarity. You can't unsee the truth. Universe ringing the alarm. Pay attention now. And I did get the wake up call. It says envy watching, silent followers, secretly studying your moves, pretending not to care, but always watching. You're Their glow bothers their shadow. Influencer status. All eyes on you. Your vibe inspires others. People watching your moves. Use your platform wisely. It says commitment issues. Fear of labels. Dodging serious talks. Keeping one foot in the door, out the door. Here's a good time, not the wrong time. Nah. Says healing era. Therapy, journaling, shadow work, breaking old cycles, soft but strong. You're not who you used to be. It says drama magnet. Chaos follows them everywhere. Constant beef, constant stories. Peace feels boring to them. You don't have to join the show. It says spill the tea. Honest conversations. Safe space to vent. Saying what's been held back. Get it off your chest. I'm supposed to be saying this stuff. I'm supposed to be exposing this stuff. It says power couple. Two strong energies aligning. Building together, not competing. Inspiring others. Love as a team sport. It says divine timing. Everything has a higher purpose. Peace. Peace and contentment is coming to you. Yes, God. That's really what I've been asking for. Y'all see, that's literally what I've been asking God. It says self awareness, tapping into your higher self, questioning routines and patterns. It says sacrifice, giving up something now for a future reward. Release. Release grudges, wounds, and pent up feelings through healthy activities. Obsession. Focusing too much on one situation, the need to take a step back. Manifestation. Law of attraction, thoughts becoming things. It says happiness. New discoveries that lead to celebrations. Love yourself first. Wisdom. Knowledge gained through experience from a wise counselor. Resolving issues. Solving inner conflict with others. Healing past trauma. Overcoming obstacles. Get back on your feet. Gain strength from difficult situations. Energy activation. Connect to the divine through meditation and prayer. Putting in work. Activation that helps achieve goals. Building the path to success. It says a new opportunity. It says insight gained from a new experience, job, or partner. It says stress. Cleanse and detox from unnecessary commitment, determination and persevere, determination, perseverance, and self-discipline. I think I'm gonna do one more for them. Deception, false illusions, scarcity mentality, falling into bad habits. I already know I'm being deceived. I can tell. It says elevation. Feed out what doesn't serve you. Reevaluate the situation. I don't want to be deceived. Sometimes I have to really fully put everything together. Sometimes I don't have enough information. But I can tell when something's not right. When something's not right. December. That shit doesn't add up to me either. Nor do I care. Do I have a- It says two kings. It says after King provides that the nation of North declared its independence and refused to pay tribute to Israel any longer. Israel's new king Ahaziah had fallen off the upstairs porch of his palace at Samaria and was seriously injured. He sent messengers to the temple of the god Baal Zebub at Ekron to ask whether he could recover. But an angel of the Lord told Elijah the prophet, Go and meet the messengers and ask them, is it true that there is no God in Israel? Is that why you are going to Baal Zebub, the god of Ephraim, to ask whether the king will give up? Because the king Ahaziah has done this, the Lord says that he will never leave the bed he is lying on. You see what I mean? They're tapping into their demonic God and asking them if everything they're saying is true. It says, he will surely die. When Elijah told the messengers this, they returned immediately to the king. Why have you returned so soon? He asked them. A man came up to us, they said, and told us to go back to the king and tell them, the Lord wants to know why you are asking questions of Beelzebub, the god of Ephraim. And then you know what's crazy? Even that like photo shoot was kind of like a warning sign because there was a mask, and that shows you. And then even in the thing, my card says mask falling off. I think that was about him. And then he had the mask, and it also represents Two Face. And that's why he's so mad, because I'm really clocking everything. I'm seeing it. Yeah, that's why he's so mad. People be more mad that it's true what you're saying. It says, is it because there is no God in Israel? Now, since you have done this, you will not leave the bed you are lying on, and you will surely die. Who is this fellow? The king demanded. What did he look like? He was a hairy man, they replied, with a wide leather belt. It was Elijah the prophet, the king explained. And he sent an army captain with 50 soldiers to arrest them. They found him sitting on top of a hill, captain said to him, "O man of God, the king has commanded you to come along with us." But Elijah replied, "If I am a man of God, you can fall from down from heaven and destroy you and your 50 men." And the lightning struck and killed them all. So the king sent another captain with 50 men to the man. "O man of God, the king said that you must come down right away." Elisha replied, "If I am the man of God, let the fire come down from heaven and destroy you and your 50 men." And again the fire from God burned them up. Once more the king sent 50 men, and the captain fell to his knees before Elijah and pleaded with him, "O man of God, please spare my life and the lives of these your 50 servants. Have mercy on us. Don't destroy us as you did others." The angel of the Lord said to Elijah, "Don't be afraid, go with him." So Elijah went to the king. "Why did you send my messengers to Baal-zebub, the god of Ekron, to ask about your sickness?" Elijah demanded. "Is it because there is no God in Israel to ask? Because you have done this." Oh, maybe I'm just wrong, but now I'm starting to think something. Maybe I'm just wrong, but I'm starting to think something. God kept saying he's sick. And he's in his 50s now. He would have had that shit before my fucking all them treatments and shit came on. And then who's to say if these niggas ever went to the doctor, if they ever took any medicine? God kept saying the virgin that was there to help the sick man. This nigga ain't trying to find love. He's just trying to get motherfuckers sick. Oh, hell no. He's sick. He is sick. Mm, he probably has full blown AIDS. He probably doesn't have HIV. His days are probably really numbered. And then that video, when I was talking about that shit, say what I said until they start looking sick, it's going to get worse. He's going to start looking sick. Yep. It's only a matter of time. Why do you think he doesn't rap like that anymore? Why do you think that he doesn't do shows like that anymore? He probably physically can't. He does very short appearances now. Like he'll do a couple songs, or he'll go on a stage. But he doesn't do like super big tours anymore. That nigga's sick. That's why God rejected this. He sent that girl in to get that shit. And so I wouldn't. Because he was never going to tell me that shit. I ain't saying no names, but now it all makes sense. That's why he's out here living La Vida Loca. Because his days are numbered. He's sick. And y'all just falling for the scheme. Let's keep going to this. It says, it was Elijah the prophet, the king exclaimed. Then he sent the army captain with 50 soldiers to arrest him. They found him sitting on top of a hill. The captain said to him, O man of God, the king had commanded you to come along with us. But Elisha replied, If I am the man of God, let fire come down from heaven and destroy you and your 50 men. Okay, I already did that. Why did you send messengers to Elisha? Is it because there is no God in Israel to ask because you have done this? You shall not leave this bed, you will surely die. So Hazael died as the Lord had predicted through Elijah, and his brother Jehoram became the new king, for Hazael did not have a son to succeed him. This occurred in the second year of reign of King Jehoram of Judah. The rest of the history of Ahaziah's reign is recorded in the annuals of the king of Israel. Now the time came for the Lord to take Elijah to heaven by means of the whirlwind. Elijah said to Elisha as they left Gilgal, Stay here, for the Lord has told me to go to Bethel. But Elijah replied, I swear to God that I won't leave you. So they went on together to Bethel. There the young prophets of Bethel seminary came out to meet them and asked Elisha, Did you know that the Lord is going to take Elijah away from you today? Why, Elisha? Of course I knew it. And Elijah said to Elisha, Please stay here in Bethel. The Lord has sent me to Jericho. And Elisha replied again, I swear to God that I won't leave you. So they went on together to Jericho. The descendants of Jericho seminary came to Elisha and asked him, Do you know what the Lord is going to take away your master today? Will you please be quiet? He commanded. Of course I know it. And Elisha said to Elisha, Please stay here, for the Lord has sent me to the Jordan River. Elisha replied as you before, I swear to God that I won't leave you. So they went on together and stood beside the Jordan River. 50 of the young prophets watched from the distance. Then Elijah folded his cloth together and struck the water with it, and the river divided, and they went across on dry ground. When they arrived on the other side of Elijah, said to Elisha, What wish shall I grant you before I am taken away? Then Elisha replied, Please grant me twice as much prophetic power as you have had. You have asked a hard thing, Elijah replied. If you see me when I am taken from you, then you will get your request. But if not, then you won't. But they were walking along, talking suddenly a chariot of fire, drawn by horses of fire, appeared and drove because between them, separating them. And Elijah was carried by a whirlwind into heaven. Elisha saw it and cried out, my father, the chariot of Israel and the charioteers. As they disappeared from sight, he tore his robe. Then he picked up Elijah's cloak and returned to the bank of the Jordan River and struck the water with it. Where is the Lord God of Elijah? He cried out. And the water parted, and Elisha went across. Then the young prophets of Jericho saw what had happened. They exclaimed, The spirit of Elijah rests upon the Ashai. And they went to meet him and greeted him respectfully. Sir, they said, just say the word, and 50 of our best athletes will search the wilderness for your master. Perhaps the Spirit of the Lord has left him on some mountain or in some ravine. No, Elisha said, don't bother. But they kept urging until he was embarrassed and finally said, All right, go ahead. The 50 men searched for 3 days and didn't find him. Elisha was still at Jericho when they returned. Didn't I tell you not to go? He growled. Now a delegation of the city officials of Jericho visited Elisha. We have a problem, they told him. The city is located in the beautiful natural surroundings, as you can see, but the water is bad and causes other women to have miscarriages. The water is bad. That's why I told y'all these bitches cannot have kids. That's why, the number one reason why they hate me so much. It says, Then he went out of the city well and drew the salt in and declared, The Lord has healed these waters. These shall no longer cause death or miscarriage. And sure enough, the water was purified, just as Elisha had said. From Jericho he went to Bethel. As he was walking along the road, some young boys from the city began mocking and making fun of him because of his bald head. He turned around and cursed them in the name of the Lord. And the two bears came out of the woods and killed 42 of them. Then he went to the Mount Carmel and finally returned to Samaria. So Ahab's son Jeroboam began his reign over Israel during the 18th year of the reign of King Josiah of Judah, and he reigned 12 years. His capital was Samaria. He was a very evil man, and not as wicked as his father and his mother, for he at least tore down the pillar of God that his father had made. Nevertheless, he still clung to the great sin of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who had led the people of Israel into worshiping idols. It says King Mesha of Moab and his people were sheep ranchers. They paid Israel an annual tribute of, and I don't think this is even about one person. I don't even think this is about one person. I think this is when he's talking about the different kings that have ran. I think he is speaking on different leaders. I don't think he's just talking about one person. He keeps talking about different kings. It says King Mesha of Moab and his people were sheep ranchers. They paid Israel an annual tribute of 100,000 lambs and wool of 100,000 lambs. But then after Abab's death, the king of Moab rebelled against Israel. So the king of Jeroboam must have feared the Israeli army and sent this message to King Josiah of Judah. The king of Moab has rebelled against me. You will help me fight him. Of course I will, Josiah replied. My people and horses are yours to command. What are the battle plans? We'll attack from the wilderness of Edom. Jeroboam replied, so their two armies now joined also by troops from Edom, moved along the roundabout route through the wilderness for 7 days. But there was no water for the men or their packed animals. And what shall we do? The king of Israel cried out. The Lord has brought us here to let the king of Moab defeat us. But Josaphat, the king of Judah, said, asked, isn't there a prophet of the Lord with us? If so, we can't find out what to do. Elisha is here. One of the king of Israel officials replied. Then he added, he was Elijah's assistant. Fine, Josaphat said. He's just the man we want. So the kings of Israel, Judah, and Edom went to consult Elisha. I want no part of you, Elisha snarled at the king Jeroboam of Israel. Go to the false prophet of your father and mother. The king Jeroboam replied, no, for it is the Lord who has called us here to be destroyed by the king of Moab. I swear by the Lord God that I won't bother with you except for the presence of the king Josaphat of Judah. Elisha replied, now bring me someone to play the lute. And as the lute was played, the message of the Lord came to Elisha. The Lord says, to fill this dry valley which reaches above the water, he will send. You won't see wind or rain, but this valley will be filled with water, and you will have plenty for yourselves, and you will have plenty for yourselves and your animals. But this is only the beginning, for the Lord will make you victorious over the army of Moab. You will conquer the best of their cities, even those that are fortified, and ruin all the good land with stone. And sure enough, the next day, at about the time when the morning sacrifice was offered, look, water. It was following from the direction of Edom. And soon there was water everywhere. Meanwhile, when the people of Moab heard about the three armies marching against them, they mobilized every man who could fight, old, young, and stationed themselves along the frontier. But early the next morning, the sun looked red, and as it shone across the water, blood beads on. The three armies have attacked and killed each other. Let's go and collect the loot. And I think this is about everybody who's on my side. It's like they're all attacking each other and killing each other. It says, but when they arrived at the Israeli camp, the army of Israel rushed out and began killing them. The army of Moab fled. Then the men of Israel moved forward into the land of Moab, destroying everything as they went. They destroyed the cities, threw stones on every good piece of the land, stopped up the wells, and felled the fruit trees finally. Only Fort Kerhasheth was left, but even the finally fell to them. When the king of Moab saw that the battle had been lost, he led 700 of his swordsmen and a last desperate attempt to break through the king of Edom, but he failed. Then he took his oldest son, who was to have been the next king, and to the horror of the Israeli army, killed him and sacrificed him as burnt offerings upon the wall. So the army of Israel turned back into disgust to their own land. It says he sacrificed his own brother. I think that was about a lot of people, and they said that brought disgust to the land because people are out here harming their family members. And that's why that nigga's such a hater. And then don't you remember that they stopped doing that brunch for a couple of years? That would make sense. I would almost bet you $1,000 that nigga probably never went to the doctor. I can just see how in denial he is about everything. What'd you say? If you niggas are sick, y'all need to start fasting, and y'all need to try the motherfucking Dr. Sebi. And you might have a chance to live. You need to start eating vegetarian. You need to motherfucking fast. You need to take herbs. You need to take steam on. And drinking liquor gotta go. That should just be lighting your life. That's probably why the nigga drinks every night. That's what they keep saying. The nigga drinks a lot. See, everything that they projected onto me is actually what they do. I'm just saying. Like, Dr. Sebi ain't never lied. I told y'all I had cancer before. And he proved that he cured herpes, HSD-on, HIV. That's why they killed his ass. You know? See, I always be having to know shit be way deeper than what it be. I be known. When niggas start being mean, it's for a reason. It's something deeper. They just won't tell that. Yeah, Simon. I don't even know how about my friends though. And I have to believe that because think about whatchamacallit. He died from fucking AIDS. Whatchamacallit. That was around Diddy. He was signed to Diddy, motherfucking Craig Mack. It said that he was a part of a cult and they refuse to go to the doctor. Probably none of them have went to the doctor. That is the cult that he would have been a part of. Yeah, 'cause I don't got the cooties, bitch. What are you talking about? These niggas have cooties. That's why these niggas are so mean and violent. It'd be bigger than just this shit. Because I'd be like, how is a person so fucking mean and do such evil ass shit and try to ruin somebody's life because they're really going through it? But people put on a mask and fake it with themselves and fake it with everybody else around them and never keep it real. And end up taking it out with the wrong people. And then you have to wonder, ask yourself, why everything fell off? Why people stopped fucking with each other? Why hip hop seems so dead? Why it's not alive no more? Why ain't people outside really doing shit no more? Motherfuckers start coming back outside because I built their confidence and feeling good about themselves. But they forgot about what they was really going through behind closed doors. But then they used that confidence to shit on me. And then I'm looking back. I really don't want to say her name, but it's somebody that's an influencer. She had got sick. She said she got something else, but I don't think it was that. I think it was this other shit. And that's what made her become vegan. And she said she became not sick no more. But she was never able to heal people because she is false. She's a false healer. She's actually demonic. Who really thinks she wants y'all to get better? More souls for her pockets. You have to, you need to start fasting. You need to go vegan. You need to get all that mucus out of your body. You need to start taking sea moss. Let me see. What are some things that grow your T cells? I think there's like that's not too unique. Grow your T cells. And that's why they all just date each other because they feel like they're trapped. They really hate each other. I'm trying to think of what word. Yeah. Uh, I think it's T cells. Is that the word? Or maybe something else. Oh, that's cancer. Hold on. What does? Oh, it is T cells. Same thing with cancer. It says increasing T cells production and activity involves a combination of healthy lifestyle choices, reduce chronic inflammation, provide necessary nutrients for immune cell maturation, and to boost metabolic energy. Key strategies include eating a diet rich in antioxidants, regular exercise, and stress management. Antioxidant rich foods. Diets high in vitamin C, A, and E support T cell production and differentiation. Top choices include berries, blueberries, strawberries, leafy greens, spinach, kale, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and citrus fruit. Garlic, green tea, healthy fat and protein, like lean proteins, fish, skinless chicken, beans, lentils, are essential for creating T cells. Dietary fats, including specific fatty acids, are needed to provide energy for T cells to function, especially after meals. Probiotics, foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, improve gut health, which is also increased to Treg cell level. Food, nutrient supplements like vitamin D, zinc, and stellium. Regular and moderate exercise, quality sleep, stress management, and avoiding toxics. Quit smoking, limiting alcohol consumption is crucial as both impair immune health. And it says vaccinations too. I don't want to. Thank you. No, I don't. I know. But this is what God wants me to do. At the end of the day, I'm complaining. I could only be anywhere else right now. I have to listen to what God says. He didn't tell me to move. Anytime I move, when I don't listen, it doesn't work out. I remember that because you remember. I remember when I said that shit, and I ain't gonna say his name, but he posted it himself. He's a producer. When I said that shit, he said he went to get his blood checked, and he eats super healthy now. I don't think it has anything to do with wanting to lose weight. I think that nigga's sick. And somebody else posted their blood results too. Like they were telling me, but I don't know. I guess I just wasn't getting it. And then another singer tried to tell me, I ain't gonna say her name, but she's been celibate for a long time. And I think that's probably why. I ain't gonna say her name though. But she definitely tried to tell me. Yeah. And that's why they don't do kid stars anymore. It's very rare because they actually kind of feel guilty. Because I'm like, what happened to like Disney? And they actually felt guilty for doing that shit to them. This is this is nicotine. Hi. Imagine being so delusional, knowing that you can't have children, faking the whole pregnancy for the world to see, and being jealous and hating on somebody because they're able to give birth. The hate is deep. I didn't make this decision. I'm not clarifying. I don't want to say anybody's name. This isn't drama. God told me to speak. Being in denial about a situation doesn't make the situation go away. And that's why you niggas are getting sick and passing away. Because you're in fucking denial. I'm doing good. And then there was another artist that put in their song, and I'm not gonna put him in blast. But y'all thought he was talking about herpes. That's not what he was talking about. And then another bitch said, "Within his blood is in my blood." It was not herpes. And that would be a reason to let a nigga treat you bad because you feel like you can't be with nobody else. Thank you. Yeah. Damn, that karma, God, that karma is coming back hard. Let me tell you, if you're still in the early stage of this shit, you better start treating that shit. Because once you go full blown, it's hard to heal. You can save yourself in the early stages when you first get that shit. Y'all seen that model? Yeah, I remember that viral that went viral, and she was sick as fuck, and she shriveled up and lost all that goddamn weight because she was fucking with certain rappers and singers. She never went to the doctor, and she ended up getting full blown AIDS. Don't be in denial. Go to the doctor early while you can get saved. You can actually get untreatable now. There's medicine that where you can test positive. I mean, you can test negative if you get on it early. Once you get full blown, it is very hard, and you will be in the fucking hospital. Why do you think? Well, boy was in the hospital. That was his initiation. He got invited to the BET Awards, and then they also played him at the BET Awards. That was a humiliation ritual, and he was in the hospital for a couple weeks. But he didn't say what was wrong with him. He just said he was sick. Yeah. So that's why the nigga acts like that towards him. He does care, but it's kind of like, I I'm coming for that number one spot. Scheme they on top, but I'm coming for that number one. I don't know. I might. That's why I think a certain artist, and what's her name, but she went vegan. I think that's why to heal herself. Yeah, that's why these niggas be on drugs. Trust me, I had a scare before. That shit almost gave me a motherfucking heart attack. I know what that shit feels like. The only thing that saved me was Jesus saying, "Hey, girl, you are okay." Then I started being okay again. I was like, okay.